Dead?
Peace, everyone. This is Kaishim here at 45 Fitness and Strength. If you are a subscriber or if you've seen any of my previous videos, thank you and welcome back. And if you're new to my channel, welcome and thank you for taking the time to check us out. I've just dropped my children off at school and I'm on my way into work, but I wanted to take a moment to record this introduction to the next few videos that I'll be doing. I intend to do a series covering the training split that I've been on for the last month and a half, and it's a training split that I recommend for a lot of lifters who are who are seeking to gain muscle mass as a primary goal, hypertrophy as a primary goal. This split is a variation of an upper-lower split, meaning upper body and lower body split. Our upper day is really more like a upper body minus arms, minus biceps, triceps. We add a bicep and tricep exercise on lower body day. So it's more like a torso and limbs split than upper body and lower body split. We're training 3 days a week. Right now we're training Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday. But if you were to do this, you could set that up on any 3 non-consecutive days is what I would recommend. I wouldn't recommend training twice in a row, but you could if you had to, because you are training different body parts in each training session. So it's not like you could not, but I know that I recover better with a rest day in between, at least one rest day. So the way this would work, if you do an upper body workout, say on Monday, then lower body would be Wednesday, upper body again on Friday. Then the next week, you would have lower body on Monday, upper body Wednesday, lower again on Friday. So you basically are hitting everything 3 times every 2 weeks. I'm about to pull into the parking lot at work, so I'm going to stop this part and just bring you into the gym with us being me and my wife. We've been training together for the last 2 months or so. Let you see what one of our lower body sessions looks like, or limbs sessions looks like, and we'll do this over the next 3 to 4 videos so you can really come into the gym with me and see exactly what I've been doing and see if it can work for you. So with that, let me go punch in and deliver some mail, but I will see you with the voiceover from the gym clips. So here we go with a typical lower body / limbs day. And the way we have this set up is that we have 2 lower body days, 2 upper body days. And the way Planet Fitness is set up, you have Smith machines and you have other machines. One of our days, the one you're looking at now, is a lower body day in which we don't use the Smith machine. And the next one that we do is almost exclusively Smith machine. Similarly, for upper body, we have a Smith machine day, and we have a day in which we don't use the Smith machine, and typically we'll use hammer machines on those days. The reason for that is, there are 2 reasons, main reasons. One is just the logistics of navigating through Planet Fitness. And the Smith machines can be tough to come by, so we found that it's better to have, once you get one, basically do everything you can on it while you have it, and then you don't have to try to come back to it the next day or the next time you're there. Also, just like if you were using a regular barbell, you would not do everything with a barbell, particularly on in a hypertrophy, mass building, muscle building type of program. You're going to want more variety. In powerlifting, I found that I could make a lot of progress with probably 80% of what I did using a barbell. And you can do that with a hypertrophy program too, but if you have more tools in the toolbox, you might as well go ahead and use them. So with the rotation I gave an example of in the introductory part of this video, let's say if this workout was done on a Monday, then we'd have an upper body workout on Wednesday, then the next lower body workout, which would be that Smith machine workout, that would be on Friday. And so these exercises we wouldn't do again until Wednesday of the following week. So that's how the rotation goes. All right, shoot for at least 8. So you got to decide though, if you get to 8 and you think you have like 4 or 5 more, you got to decide then, do you want to stop the set, or you want to rep it all the way out, or you want to stop it, put on more weight, and do another set. And within the workout, the way we approach most exercises is to work up to a heaviest set of at least 8 reps. In some cases, maybe 6, like for squats, or deadlifts. We'll go with 6 as a minimum, and probably topping out for the heaviest set, like 10 to 12. And then we'll often do a back off set where we drop the weight after that heaviest set and try to get a few more reps than we did on that first one. So here, you probably got 9. I guess you don't think you have 9. That was the set we counted as Kimberly's first work set on the leg press. And this is my first work set. The work sets, the way we count them, are heaviest set that we take to failure, and then any sets after that. So they're typically 1 to 2 work sets per exercise. We pretty much take a high intensity approach rather than a high volume approach. Now again, we're doing multiple sets up to the work set, so it's not like we're not doing more work. It just seems, I won't say easier, but a better way to keep track of how hard you're training and the work you're doing from one workout to the next by counting those work sets that way. There are some exercises on which we do not go to failure. For example, squats. Generally, we will not take those to absolute failure, and that's for me anyway, and Kimberly too. Kimberly used to compete in powerlifting before she had a stroke. Would not take a set of squats to absolute failure, just for safety's sake. Same thing with deadlifts. There's a couple of exercises that we don't rep all the way out for that reason. Also, there are a few where we may stop 1 or 2 short of failure, and that may be just by the nature of the exercise. It may be something where you have to do so many reps, and you'll see that in just a moment on the next exercise we do. Especially the next exercise Kimberly does. It may be that it's not feasible to take the set all the way to failure. So for her back off, that was her back off you just saw. This is my back off set here. My first work set was for 8 reps with, I think, 700 pounds plus whatever the sled is. And here I've dropped it to 550 along with the sled and ended up doing 15 reps.
Come on. Come on, old man. That old man strength.
That's the basic concept of how we structure our workouts and approach our work sets.
Dad?
Work up to the heavy one, slightly lower rep range, and then lighter weight, higher rep range, and both of those work sets to failure. That's the idea. I must confess, I don't find calf raises particularly captivating or interesting to do or to watch, but I'm including them here just to give me a moment to talk about why Kimberly and I are doing the same workout, following the same program. Kimberly is primarily trying to drop body fat. I'm trying to mainly gain size. So at the root of both of those goals is building muscle. Kimberly doesn't want to lose any muscle. She in fact wants to put more muscle on, and obviously so do I. And so since both of us have that as a root goal, then we're able to follow the same program, and we're both making progress towards said goal. The biggest difference for us, and by the way, side note, what I'm doing right here is a weighted stretch. Kimberly and I both did calf presses on the leg press machine, and we both did a weighted stretch, but I figured no need in showing both of us doing those because admittedly it's boring. It was boring to do it. I almost fell asleep here. But you don't fall asleep watching this, all right? The biggest differences for us are the way we approach nutrition. Our calorie intakes are obviously very different. Our macronutrient intakes very different. So that's what's driving behind the training. That's what's driving me towards putting on weight slowly. I'm not trying to do a dirty bulk, and Kimberly is dropping weight pretty steadily. She's lost 55 pounds in the last year and some change, so she's doing great. Here we are now where we deviate from the same program. I don't want to do those glute bridges primarily because my backside is big enough, quite honestly, and I don't need to target it as all that much. Kimberly wants to target hers, so while she was doing these hip thrusts, think hip thrusts on the floor, and glute bridges are with your back on the bench. I might have them backwards. Anyway, I'm doing sumo leg presses while she did those. Kimberly did not go to failure on those, mind you. Body weight exercise like that, she's just doing multiple sets. She just did like 2 or 3 sets of 20 to 25. Here we got back on track with doing the same thing on seated leg curls here, and in our next lower/limbs workout, instead of doing a hamstring exercise, flexing from the knee like a leg curl, we'll do one where we hinge from the hip, and that's more than likely going to be a stiff leg deadlift or Romanian deadlift on the Smith machine. In terms of exercise order, we did calves before hamstrings just because we were already on the leg press, and that's what we were going to do our calves on. And if we got up from the leg press, it might have been in use when we came back to it. So we just did it while we were there. I think it was 15. That's good. Sit on 30.
Yes,
and this is where it turns into a limbs workout, not just a lower body workout. After we've hit our lower body quads, glutes, hamstrings, adductors, whatever we're doing, then we generally will throw in like 3 sets of triceps and 2 sets of biceps. And that's because they obviously get worked anytime you're doing presses or rows or vertical pulls, something like that. So we just get, instead of overloading them on upper body day, this allows us to get a little more targeted volume in on our triceps and biceps. Most people will find that their arms recover very quickly, so they can stand the extra volume even if they're sore. My arms have never been sore, triceps or biceps, never been sore for like 3 or 4 days. These cable curls to wrap up the workout. And with that, we'll go ahead and wrap up this video. So if you've made it this far, I want to say thank you as always for watching, and you know what's coming next. So if you haven't already, please make sure you click the like button, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and click the notification bell so you can be up to speed with everything that I'm putting out. Again, this is the first of our lower body / limb workouts. Next video, plan to put up one of the upper body / torso workouts, and continue to show how this rotation goes. So yeah, powerlifting and Planet Fitness, bodybuilding and Planet Fitness. If you know what you're doing, you can make it happen.
Yep.
Leave a comment, please. Let me know if you think this is a terrible idea, if you think it's a good idea, if you have any questions, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.